Al-Hilal is preparing a transfer bomb. The club buys Messi, Di Maria, Busquets and Alba. The players discussed their move to Saudi Arabia over dinner at a Paris restaurant. Allegri out. Juventus said goodbye to the Italian coach, and Manchester United is going to compete for the Premier League Cup next season. The club will sign the star striker. We are talking about this and many other things today. Chelsea have been freaking out the last two transfer windows, so the Blues will have to sell a lot this summer. Firstly, to avoid a fine from UEFA and for violating the rules of the financial free play, and secondly, to reduce the excessively bloated squad. But the owner of the penny in that boil is thinking about acquiring new football players. Mauricio Pochettino asked the American for a striker, midfielder, and goalkeeper. According to Liagas, this was given by Sport. The Londoners continue negotiations with Inter on Andre Anna. The keeper likes Pochettino, confident playing with his feet, on the ribbon and on the way out. Consistently good at everything. The CEO of Radzor, Joseph Murata, previously said that he was not going to sell the Cameroonian, who claims the Golden Glove of the Champions League. But surely it's just a matter of price. Avbek Brighton, Moise from Quesada became a priority option to strengthen the central line of the Blues. This is reported by journalist Simon Phillips. Almost, but he plans to take a defensive midfielder to help Enzo Fernandez open up in attacking actions. If you remember Quesada, it is also a priority for Arsenal, which was very close to buying a football player in the winter. It will be funny if Chelsea overtakes the Gunners here too. Pep Guardiola has just won the Premier League, is already preparing for next season. In an interview with Sky Sports VP with a smile and said that now his goal is to score Tottenham away and defeat Spurs away. Now the management of Manchester City is actively looking for new midfielders. Who knows, maybe earlier it was the top midfielders who were not enough for a guest victory over Tottenham. According to Le Parent, the townspeople are interested in Marc Verratti. The Italian would like to change his residence permit because of the dissatisfaction with the Parisians project and the hate from the fans. The PSG boss is not against the sale of Marc. Journalist Martin Blackburn reports that City's shortlist also includes Mateo Kovacic from Chelsea, Alexis McAllister from Brighton and Gabriel Veiga from Celta. We have already rejected Jude Bellingham, as he preferred Real Madrid. McAllister will probably be abandoned soon, too. Liverpool have agreed contracts with him, it seems, agreed with the Seagulls. So now Pep will decide whether he needs a reliable and experienced Kovacic or a young and promising Vika. In the coaching replenishment market, Anna Rapirula will leave Fadi Karaga, Merck, as announced by the club. We have given Perla and his staff permission to plan for the future until the end of the season, because next season we will not continue working with Mr. Andre Perla and his coaching staff. We declare that we are very happy to have spent this season with Sandra, thank him for his contribution to our club and wish him and his team success in the future, the team said in a farewell statement. Now Fadi occupies the 9th line of the Turkish Super League, which is quite okay for a middle-class club. Andre also had decent results last season. Midfielder Karagümrük Magomed Azdoev began to show almost the best football in his career with Pirlo and scattered compliments to the coach. For example, he said that Pirlo taught him to move without the ball, although in Russia he almost does not teach this. Juventus fans had previously apologized to Andir for the hate, which went to the coach as part of the old Sonora. Apparently they felt how good life is with Allegri and the rapid movements in the leadership. The team was not shaking under Pirlo because of the coach. And in Turkey, Pirlo showed that he is an excellent mentor, so we expect a promotion. Massimiliano Allegri's return to Juventus can be described as ambiguous at best. Yes, the coach was prevented from dismantling the club with the leadership of Serie A. Well, without that, Max did not come close to the level of his indicators during his first arrival at the club. However, this was not required. They were waiting for at least progress, but even with this it is tight. Juventus had several winning streaks, and in terms of points scored, Juve ranked second in Serie A after Napoli. However, according to the expected points, Torino are only 5th, which says a lot about the quality of the club's game. They're just lucky. Juventus is not bad in counterattacks, but Oleg seems to have not yet led the team to a positional attack. Every time when it is necessary to recoup or go forward themselves, the Zebs simply throw the ball to the flank, followed by a canopy, or the return of the ball back. But this is not FIFA 15, this will not work here. At the end of the season, Oleg also quarreled with the players. Di Maria, Keza, Blahovic and possibly a square, dissatisfied mentor. Di Maria even suddenly changed his mind and refused to sign a new contract. Journalist Mirko Nikolanova writes that it was here that the leadership of the old lady could not stand it. Allegri and Juventus are everything. Aside, they are tired of each other and at the end of the season they will sit down at the negotiating table to finally say goodbye. Quite an expected outcome. Wanting Oleg to have a reproductive rest, during his last forced vacation, Max did not even watch football, unlike Spalletti, who worked during the rest more than on a contract. Manchester United is expecting a summer restructuring. According to Nicola Skira, 10 players will leave the club: Dean Henderson, Barry and Boy, Harry Maguire, Alex Telles, Brandon Williams, Donny van de Beek, Scott McTominay, Anthony Langa, Anthony Marshall and Wout Century Horse. Now the Red Devils are busy looking for a striker and a midfielder. According to the data behind the curtain, the priority is the transfers of Harry Kane and Mason Mount. Erik ten Hag is literally obsessed with Kane's transfer. The Dutchman believes that it is Harry who will be able to return United to the Olympus of the Premier League. If it is not possible to sign the Englishman, the coach is considering Victor Osimhen from Napoli and Rasmus Højlund because of the talents. Andre Gnabry and Mason Mount are being studied in midfield. Ten Hag wanted the first one last season. Since then, the Italian has shown tremendous progress and produced one of the best seasons in his career, so there are only more people willing to sign a football player. Mount's fate has not yet been decided, because the Englishman has not signed a new contract with Chelsea. According to the information for Athletic, Mon believes that if he really leaves the Pence camp, then to Mew. Among all the other offers, the offer of Devils attracts him the most, although the Blues want €80 million for a football player, and United's budget is far from rubber. Gerard Romero constantly pleases Barcelona fans with new information on the transfer of Lionel Messi. Yesterday's stream of The Journalist was no exception. It turns out that Barcelona has not yet set a date for the presentation of the home kit for next season, as the club has not received the green light for transfers. The Blue Garnet are planning to present a set with the number 10, which will belong to Leo Messi. The Argentines have already promised to return the captain's armband in case of his comeback. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Messi told Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba and Sergi Robert that Barcelona has not yet made him an offer. The players met in one of the restaurants in Paris, where the captains of the Blaugrana came for the weekend after winning La Liga. And Felix Diaz, the editor-in-chief of Mark, said, Al-Hilal is close to signing Messi, Di Maria and Busquets Alba. I assure you, Messi will not go to Barcelona, and his arrival Al-Hilal Di Maria is a matter of time. Messi's father says it will be difficult for his son to return to Barcelona. PSG will soon announce the departure of Lionel, and he is going to Al-Hilal. In Spain, Felix's words are perceived differently. Some believe that through Des Florentina, Perez is trying to disrupt Messi's transfer. The fact that the brand is under the hood of Real Madrid has been known for a long time. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and for subscribing to the channel.